pocket jacks now.
And a lot of maneuvering and depth off those stack sizes, as you just said. It's not all kind of let's hope to get lucky, you know. Oh, Palomares is just all in.
Rip City with the red hooks.
I've been wrong all day, but Prokopchuk looks intrigued to me.
2.8.
Okay, once again.
You know, unless he's got some weird place in his heart for 10-8.
Talk about intrigue, though.
Hallaert finds aces. What a time to be alive as he rates to bring out the Reaper and the death of Palomares. This additional 75K will be requested.
Well, I actually don't think it will until the flop.
Point, yeah.
Yes, at some point. But for Kenny, it's very, very clear we just go for the call. Probably with every hand that we continue with, but certainly with this one.
I think it's also clear that we can blame the weight of the microphone for this deeply plunging neckline, which has sort of given us a glimpse into...
Oh my God, Ali, just put a pin in that. We might have a runaway chip leader at the end of this pot. This is wild.
Aces versus queens is how Sudell landed on 13 million versus Merson, and now he's on the receiving end of it. We have 2.8, effectively an all-in from Palomares. The flat by Hallaert on the button obviously does create concern.
Man, so this is a 20 big jam. This is unbelievable. Sudell has 90 bigs.
You know, Palomares knows the 75 must go, but
of course
he's not in love at all with
the snap from Hallaert.
Yeah.
My word.
Yikes.
Dear Lord.
Jacks, chovía directo. Hace si queen.
I love these moments.
Well, such is life when we play with matches at the gas station. Aces, jacks, and queens all...
I meant, when I said I love these moments, I meant the rail camaraderie.
Oh, right.
But of course, three-way all-ins and such. I just mean these guys are cool, you know. It's...
And you hear calls for Jota. Jack in Spanish. Sudell can only shake his head and lament the misfortune. As it seemed like he was going to hit the pillow.
It is
shape.
unfortunate, but it was a touch close. You know, don't get me wrong. And Kenny just with a dagger eliminator. Sudell does have the clubs working. For Palomares, it's just over.
Jack.
Of course, but you know.
You famously pointed out a path that was so improbable once upon a time in the PPC when Josh Aryeh made a wheel against Bryce Yockey. It would take something extraordinary here for Palomares to be the victor. Take it off the table and take running clubs off the table as well.
Unbelievable.
A double KO and
Hallaert
a dramatic
up to almost 40 M's. Great game, Palomares. What a run.
Let's get to an all-in on one of our secondary feature tables. Ben Jackson, very short stack. Rips it in there with the queen 8. Kenny Hallaert with 2 10s makes the call. Sturm with the ace jack. Starting the hand with about 35 big blinds.
All right. Not in great shape. Not terrible. Jackson needs to find a lady.
Ben Jackson, the professional poker player out of the UK. Jack 7-7, no help thus far. Turn is a 4. We'll see how the chip leader starts off his day. It will indeed begin with a KO.
Whatever royalties we get from
Kassouf is up.
No Game No Future. Yeah, and he's out of his chair. Wasn't he
Well, if you stay in the vicinity of your cards.
within arm's reach, I think was the rule? It is a weird angle to see the chips, but I do think he's still trying to press buttons and rattle, well, everyone.
Hallaert open pre. Kassouf called on the button. Here we are on the flop. Hallaert betting 500,000. Broadway draw. 3 to the Royal. Kassouf with the queens. What are we looking at?
Probably looking for that banana lady.
The quiet Will Kassouf contemplates. We are on a pay jump. Perhaps that is encouraging the tanking, but you never know with Kassouf.
Remember, these two played a ton back in 2016.
There's that look at the payouts presented by GTO Wizard. We're in that 200K spot right now. Next elimination results in a 40K pay jump for everybody else.
Kenny Hallaert got 6th place, Kassouf 17th. Hallaert has the type of hand that may want to apply a ton of pressure to all the Queen X that Kassouf may possess. Elects the check.
Bet the flop, you bet the turn, right?
Is Kassouf really going to bet?
We'll find out after the break. Okay, checks.
Oh,
The river is a king.
well, that one might not make him particularly happy. Look at the number of people surrounding this table watching this guy.
Fascinating.
The motorcycle helmet here on the rail, this guy came right from Pahrump. Drove the bike down. Beautiful day for a ride.
Very nice. Hallaert checks. To your point, crowds we haven't seen at the series except for Martin Cabral.
Well, Negreanu
draws
Helmuth,
it.
Cabral, and then this guy.
Goes check, check. Kassouf will see the bad news.
Bet you on the turn, then when you start raising, what a luck box.
I mean, Kassouf should feel fortunate he didn't hit the jack on the river.
Nice one, nice one. Bad you beat the whole way. Nice one. There you go. I'm in the seat position. I'm in no seat. What, I have to physically sit down? I can't. I don't know if I'd want to play poker after that. Is it what, 30% federal tax, 5% state tax, and anything something else on top? That's paid like up to 40%? You're American, right? You from here? Is that right? Is it 30% federal tax and 5% state tax? Give or take? Approximately. So you have to pay 35%, minimum 35% on your winnings, or whatever you use.
Hallaert calls on the button. And
You
here we
want the
go.
free sandwich and drink. You're hungry, huh? You want the free sandwich, free drink? Or maybe Kenny. Kenny, you hungry? One of you is clearly hungry and thirsty.
Yeah.
Like I
Kenny's
said, one of you
hungry for
doubles me
your
up,
chips, buddy.
They get the free sandwich. And if you triple me up, you both get a sandwich and drink. I'm not complaining. It cost me $20, $40. Oh, plus tax, plus tip. It cost me maybe $50 for sandwiches. But I don't mind. We locked up $240,000 right now.
Yes, you have.
I can buy you both a steak for $240,000. Tax free, though. About $550.
So we've heard.
I know we're short and getting an all right price, but I'd be surprised if Kasuf wants to get in here. Kenny's probably calling quite heavy. We can see he is, right? 210s. Heads up, understandable. Three ways. Might bow out.
Out of the way with the 6-5. Ace in the window, ace-8, 5-2 spades. How sweet it is for Murilo Milame. Checks over to Hallaert.
Jason, are we staying here after the break? We're going, what, to the other, all of us?
Oh my God.
Wow, the 10 ball on the turn.
Oh my God.
Shall I take my hoodie then?
How does that just
so we're going to
slide
B?
in on the
After break?
turn?
But with B, what's the reason if we're going to stay the same players? Yeah, the but. Oh, this is, I thought we are mic'd up.
That way they all can mic them.
Oh, you want them? They don't say a word anyway. What's the point of them getting mic'd up? I'm the only one. I thought everyone's mic'd up here. I'm the only one going to stay mic'd up. Now, I'm special. I don't want to be special, Jason. I'll never do mic'd up. But we're all playing here. We're going to have the
Didn't
hassle
look
today,
like it would be much of a pot after we saw the flop,
Until
and now it could get huge.
Not being aggressive towards me. Before you were, I think, to be fair, Jason. And when people know me for who I am, you get a bit aggressive and it's unnecessary. I thought I'm speaking my mind, being respectful, and I'm here to have fun, enjoy myself. The last 6 days, everyone's loving the stream. No one said anything like against me.
Kasuf with some complimentary commentary.
Kind of, you're aggressive. You're saying
Doesn't quite complement this hand.
I'm being disruptive. You can get security.
Yeah.
You threatened to like basically kick me out.
That was my job. That's
Yeah.
what they
So
told me to do.
you were being aggressive, and
No,
I
that's
thought.
not aggressive. There's an aggressiveness to doing your job.
Okay, but I disagree. I wasn't being. I'm
Check your aggression. Real decision, by the way, here
Yeah.
for Hallaert. Deciding whether we just go call or put in a raise. You've got backdoor diamonds starting
Would you guys
to show their face. Obviously, we see the flop texture with the spades.
Can I finish that so I can explain to you? Yeah.
When you don't like my response, you make me hear you say the same thing 10 times.
No, but because I think I'm being
I think it's
misunderstood.
disrespectful that you don't understand that I'm listening to you and doing and understanding what you're
Right,
saying.
I understand what you're saying. I
Once
respect what
more
you're saying.
now,
Yeah,
perhaps.
he's
in
going
the
to cut it out.
route.
He's going to set it up to where
Yep.
an all-in can happen on the river.
I understand Jason. Can I explain
You're
the
the one
situation?
no, because I gotta go talk to them
Okay.
people. But you can talk to me after break.
I'll follow you now. All I'm trying to say is, I discussed with the table. Wouldn't you prefer to have 2 shot clocks at 30, then 2 at 22, 10?
My
I'm
boss,
sure all the
Sean,
players.
deemed that disruptive, not me. This is
Why
what's
is that
tough with you.
disruptive? I'm asking a player
Listen,
question.
ask Sean that, not me. This
Okay.
is why I get aggressive. Because you won't listen to a word I say and you accuse me of doing
I'm
the same.
cool, calm, collected.
No, you're not.
Aggressive.
No, you're aggressive. You're aggressively trying to argue your argument with someone that did.
And immediately awkward. And I'm not talking about the conversation in the background.
Though,
But
that
this,
term could apply there too.
yeah, this scenario that all of a sudden we're facing. Maybe all 3 options on the table. I think fold is very unlikely given the nut draw with top pair. But you are starting to be quite concerned. Is it a set of 8s on the flop? 5s? Did he turn a set of 10s? Or is it, you know, a hand like Queen Jack of Diamonds that has all the outs in the deck? There's so much there.
Miloman, the pro out of Brazil. His wife Luana is here on the rail. How does he proceed against the chip leader?
It's really brutal. And Hallart's sizing, by the way, is what's made this so difficult.
There's the call. 7.9 in the middle, a little less than 6 behind for Miloman. River, Queen of Hearts. Murillo does not get there.
And it's coming, right? We know that Hallart's going to put them all in for his tournament life, and there's some hands that would be forced into a bluff. Mention one of them, Queen Jack of Diamonds, right? I don't believe that that has enough showdown value as played. And all of which will be considered by Miloman. And all that being said as well, Jeff, if we fold, we're okay, right? Levels will obviously go up, but we're going to have 20 bigs still in the main. That's the easy one, but is the opportunity here? Could Hallaert be bluffing? Can we find the bluffs? He's certainly capable. Has been steady all day. We haven't seen anything that's been out of line from Kenny Hallaert. Just been chipping away, chipping up.
If the Brazilian calls, his run in the main ends. there's the fold.
Very nice.
Hangs on to his tournament life. Still a decent-sized pot for Kenny Hallaert to extend his chip lead.
Oh, look. #1 steamer. Straight in under the gun. Steaming. Absolutely steaming.
No, it will be going in for Garner. Good luck, sir.
Like a Brazilian, but look, lift off.
Can he
Here we go. It's
spin
all going
back?
in. It's going to be all in call every hand now. The whole table is on tilt. They're absolutely steaming. You can't make this up. It's incredible. Is this really the 10K main event, Mike? Play for $10 million? And this is the lineup? You've got to be kidding me, man. You know? Wow. Wow. This is the 10K main event. Seriously. Gary.
He's all in, right? He doesn't.
Padilla,
10K
King
Mike.
Jack of Diamonds has made it
main
600,000.
event.
Garner
And
once
this is how
more,
it's going
clicking
down.
up from 7s
Losing
to
their
8s,
mind.
getting it all
Top
in.
professionals losing their mind.
Unfortunately,
I've got abandoned speech, babe.
Hallaert
They can't handle it.
has
They
found
can't handle the
queens.
truth. The floor staff can't handle the truth. The tournament director can't handle the
Let's see
truth.
what size he goes for.
That's it.
With
Truth
Padilla
will
having
prevail,
60
always.
bigs.
Love will conquer hate. All the haters ain't gonna get it now. Bring it. Let's go. LFG.
Hallaert is going to look for privacy. Not willing to let Padilla join the fun for an extra 400,000. Over and out for the 10-4. With merciful pace, mind you.
Cocktails. Cocktails. Feature table. Table B. No. If I have half a can of Red Bull or 1 coffee, this table is finished. Within half an hour, they'll be
Do
finished.
you mean you haven't already?
Even have a shot. In half an hour, they'll be playing the cash game in the 1-3 in the horseshoe. If I have any kind of caffeine, please, give them a chance. Give them a chance. If I have Red Bull or coffee, this table's finished.
Are
It's
we
game
meant
over.
to believe, Nick,
Seriously,
that this
guys,
is a
game over.
caffeine-free display? That's
Oh,
wow.
I've got to stay off the shiny surface in case I'm intimidating around the players.
I just want the fish and the chips.
Yeah.
Those are the fish, and there are the chips.
Yeah.
Like a boss. Like a boss.
They're disrespecting him. Well, the deck is disrespected. Garner's 8s with the queens. Hallaert, an empathetic rap of the felt, as he knows all too well what it's like to get down this deep. A former 6th place finisher in the main event. Final tableist
Don't get drunk and don't
looking to ascend even further up the leaderboard.
I loved his short interview last night. You can tell this
Yeah.
is a guy who's really at peace with the result.
Yeah.
Really paid his dues. Great player, free out there, whatever happens. And you know that behooves you as we see Garner picking up some outs.
Yeah, from 2 to 4. 10 of hearts is absent. So an actual 5-outer with 3.3 in the middle as Michael Garner needs help. Can't get it.
Very good game to you, sir. What a run for Garner.
Well, surely back in the Redlands, California, his friends and relatives are quite proud of Garner and this run, especially considering coming in, he had 98,000 in career tournament earnings. Love to see the smile there.
Hallaert puts the blinds in.
Yeah. He wants to have a go with the King 9. Stepping onto the tarmac.
I like this from Kenny. I think you could just go for regular raise as well, perhaps. But maybe this is just better. And for Pupo, we would imagine he's gone. And it's a little bit ironic to say in light of the Kasuf situation, but certainly players are wise to take their time and just think things through, because the fatigue must be so intense at this juncture that, you know.
Contemplative rubbing of the palms here, suggesting that there is genuine consideration being given to the notion that Hallaert may not be ahead of this King 5 suited. As we can see, he very much is.
Well, I think Pupo's instincts are that Hallaert is shoving wide, but just the King and the 5. Looks like he is gone. Oh?
Looks can be deceiving as He's not out of there just yet.
And forgive me, I missed that Kassouf is gone. The big blind is not here right now. My brain just processed this as the small and big being at the table, as it is a little bit rare for the big blind simply to be missing. But of course, Kassouf is gone. So this is a lot closer for Pupo.
You know, I didn't clock that as well. The consideration is deeply differentiated from
Much
normal
different, and it
circumstances.
is in. He'll see the bad news to be dominated. Good luck, sir.
Potentially disastrous outcome, and in a strange way, Kassouf, in his absence, has still influenced things here at the table.
Very much so.
Giovanni Pupo needs some divine intervention. 28% equity, though. Hallaert looks unbothered, and
It feels dire when Kenny is munching on the sort of homemade salad.
I believe, is that goat or blue?
Okay, we have some chop possibilities.
3-3-4, the king highs could carve it if another 4 said hello. The 5 is of some utility as it stands. There's Matt Moore, who made a deep run in this one as well. Third 3. Now there are other paths to the chop. 10, Jack, Queen, Ace. Another 4, another 3.
And it is a chop.
There is the ace. Merciful exhalation. And there's some relief on his rail.
Oh, here we go.
And then that's it. Thank you and good night.
I feel like this Kassouf has won quite a few all-ins in a row. Can he win another one?
He's raising the king 5, and he's calling off my shove. PokerStars Professional, sponsored player. King 5. He's calling a 3-bet shove. It doesn't matter. No cards on comment.
Kenny, by the way, is unbothered.
Getting good. That's all I can do.
47
Every
million
single time, I'm getting
reasons,
good.
of course,
For my tournament life.
for this.
And they want to call me off. They want to call me off a 3-bet pot, 3-bet shove with king 5. You need to get lucky to get my chips. I hope you're proud of yourself.
By the way, he isn't like busted. He's in the lead.
And he's still in the lead.
Right.
Kenny, 1 time or 2 times? You're behind.
Board pair. I want a board
1
pair.
time or 2 times, up to you.
It really isn't.
Any bricks about?
It's almost superstitious by nature. He always asks to run it
Getting
once or
good, that's all I
twice.
can do. Always a sweat. He's got 3 outs, now he's got a few more.
Oh, and it is the king.
Queen?
Absolute joke. Queen on the river.
Queen.
Disgusting. No, it's a 7 or a queen. What do you want, 7 or a queen? Dealer's choice. 7 or queen on the river, all right? 7 or queen, dealer's choice.
I'll do queen.
There's
7 or
going to
queen.
be a healthy reaction no matter what it is
7 or
on the
queen,
end,
dealer's
depending
choice.
on what side of the
Queen and
Kassouf
hearts.
fence you lie. Queen for the chop, 7 for the win. Instead, king's
King
up.
5. King 5, yeah? Well played. Well played. Absolute funker joke. Absolute fucking joke. Disgrace. You're pathetic. You're pathetic.
Well,
Sad and pathetic. I hope you're proud of yourselves.
he said I'll see you guys next year on the way out anyway, but indeed, that speaks for itself. Ace Queen for Schulze.
I can't imagine he was going to have much of an appetite to show patronage after the feelings that he expressed over the course of 15 to 20 minutes with Natalie. By the way, we weren't there for all of them. But
Yeah. I gotta think that ban might be a good thing for him as well.
by the way, somewhat of a fixture as we see Schulze's ace-queen opening here. Hallaert with queen-jack. In the Twitter feed, you know, I'm not going to call it X, so just everybody relax. Jim Villanucci.
I think they're relaxed.
Finally.
By you going Twitter. Go on.
Writes in to ask,
Are they going to ask Will how much of a tip for the dealers in the floor staff?
I mean, it really would be something if we had the camera there for that moment.
Yeah. You got to be joking, right? You got to be kidding me, yeah? Mate, this geezer's asking me what I'm going to tip. I'm going to tip Dennis. Did you see what Jack did to me? Sir, I'm sorry. It's just protocol to ask. Note Hallaert leaning on Schulze in this spot, starting with 50 big blinds for Schulze, which is very formidable. These are tricky. Let's see what he goes for. I would not feel inclined to fold, but part of us kind of wants to, as our stack is so cozy. But it just feels like a bit too much hand. And maybe a few different options are on the table, and it looks like he's going for the call.
Hallaert, in a way here, dominated, has breathed air into what is now a 5.8 million chip pot. Schulze not particularly lean on biscuits, by the way, 18 mil back. 10-5 tray. This is not what either party had on their mind.
Schulze does have the most key card in the deck.
Sure.
Hallaert straggling the 10. Although the equities are 85-15, doesn't it feel like something of a flip as to who wins this particular pot?
Well, given the three-better has position, Chip leads the entire tournament.
And that's the difference between equity, which is your sort of raw pot share based on your hand if we run the cards out, and EV, which is your expected value of the scenario.
.6 check called by Schulze. That ace of diamonds, obviously, along with the raw equity of an ace queen, somewhat key. Now the duck on the turn, wheel gutter.
I suppose the Jack of Hearts is not a great card for Hallaert to have, as he'd love for Schulze to have ace Jack of Hearts, maybe even king Jack of Hearts. It doesn't block too much. The queen blocks queens, and sometimes it's hard to totally figure out, but just keep going with a hand like this. But one could certainly understand check. Interesting spot. Definitely, were he to fire another barrel, 7s, 8s, and 9s are extremely unhappy. And there's 18 combinations of those. It's not, it sounds like not that many hands, but in condensed range spots, sometimes groupings of hands start to add up relatively quickly as the proportion of one's range. He does check, which is understandable.
Oh, wow.
And a wonderful card for Schulze to go for check call on the river. Sorry to cut you off.
Not at all. Yeah, there's really not a lot of reasons for him to get risky in the pursuit of value against a hand that quite often isn't going to be a customer.
I could be mistaken. I don't want to say we play a range check here, but it might be in that territory. But I would certainly feel inclined to check this one. I'm not married to that being the idea, but he does check it over. And for Hallaert, we have to think 4.5 to 6.5 is coming out there, maybe closer to the 4.5.
Well, he does not get the sense that Queen High is going to be good. This we know. And given he checked back and things like those 7s and 8s that you suggested would have been so uncomfortable in the face of barrel number 2, we need to clear.
Even maybe king high diamonds from time to time. I just don't really see checking here without a read. By the way, if you have the read, you can do whatever you want playing live poker. But he is reaching, and oh, never mind. I thought that was 10 for a moment. That looks like 5 point.
A little north of what you
5.6.
suggested would be the inbound size.
And this certainly will get called after a bit of a think. One thing that's annoying for Schultz is aces up are very possible for Kenny. It's kind of a common sort of get aggressive hand, the ace and the wheel card. But again, I just think we have to call in this line.
You can see Schultz seemingly whispering through the combinations.
Many cases of the call being far easier from the booth than when you're out there facing a bet for a third of your stack. But I mean, have to think this just goes for the pure call.
Yeah, I've not touched on it, but obviously we can see there's a 4-liner to the wheel. I just don't know how much 4x or 4-4 Hallaert ever shows up with.
You know, given his stack and Schultz's stack where he wants to lean on him, ace 4 is possible. Is king 4 suited possible? We don't know. And he does slide it.
Wow.
Kenny Hallaert continues to just run the table over.
It's like just a dry cough. It's not even, I don't even know. It's just dry cough. That's it.
The hard 14 now for Kenny. 1-1. For those that wish to partake. No such entities taking shape. 10-6 of clubs now for Tony Gregg. 17 million. Oh, well, this is the kind of vista that we would go a long way to enjoy, as Gregg had to do nothing more than defend and find trips here on a board where Hallaert can take pride in the red sevens.
I think Hallaert would take pride with every hand in his range on this board, and for Tony, this is really nice. As you said, Kenny does have a lot of hand. Won't be going quietly in the face of check raise just yet.
Tomorrow or whatever. Welcome to. Sitting. I'm just thinking, it's just as exciting as this is, it's freaking boring to.
George will be here tomorrow.
Yeah, you get down here at like 9 in the morning.
2.7 to go.
People said, hey, come down, and everybody's like, it's Tuesday or something.
We can't quite see behind those glasses, but it does look like Hallaert is fixing his gaze on Gregg.
Would he be willing in this moment to check raise absent a 10? Spades come to mind as a candidate?
I would say unequivocally yes. Tony Gregg is someone you can't just fold right now to.
Of course, Hallaert, even against a 10, could find a 7 to spoil things. Instead, the Jack of Hearts says hello. And Gregg with 8.35 in the middle, 14 million in front of him. Charts a course. The arrival of the backdoor flush draw influences the barrel to come in with some heft.
You know, I think heft was coming in on most cards that aren't a spade. But you're right, there are some clear value pursuits for us against things like backdoor hearts that Hallaert peeled flop with. He's eyeing his stack, trying to find the perfect size.
Kenny in turn eyeing Tony with great intent. He just doesn't expect people to dance against his chip lead. But as you pointed out, Tony, longtime pro, unafraid.
Also, it's poker, and the ranges kind of are what they are. So while you're right, there is a lot of that. You still just bluff sometimes and get involved, and, you know, it isn't as if Kenny can just continue in the face of anything. Looks like Tony went for 4.5, which seems nice, and that's a winner.
Hallaert, ace king. Start of day 7 and start of day 8, Chip Hallaert opens here. Ace queen suited is what Parati is squeezing right now. Starting the hand with just a little more than 20 bigs.
Yeah, it's potential dire straits for Parati. This just must go in the middle with ace queen suited.
And it does. And here we go. Hallaert makes the call. 35.6 million in the middle.
Ace king, ace queen.
You see how meaningful this one is too for Kenny. Glass is now up on top of the head. At one point had over 60 million.
Start with 1 heart.
Ace king.
10-9-3, 1 heart.
Ace queen. What's that? Gonna come.
Parati entered the day with 50 million in chips. He's all in and at risk here. Sees a queen in the window. So comes queen 7-3.
Still like my chances.
Hallaert still confident. Jack on the turn.
He spoke it into existence,
Broadway
perhaps.
Draw there. Needs a king or a 10. Score the elimination. And the river is a king!
He's done it. Remarkably unflappable. Parati just can't believe it.
Takes a picture of that dramatic run out. The ups and downs of that hand.
Bad day?
That's not bad.
Hallaert. Queen 10 of hearts. Reminding the table of his presence.
Do we have the Poker Go chat going at all? You want to pull that up, Ali?
Eager to find out what it is.
I'm sure they're
saying
going.
on the heels of that one.
Let us know where you're watching from, too.
Yeah, I like that roll call.
Just a quick one, a little love for the
Sure.
many people sweating this epic main.
Some references to him actually being ready to punt it off from Happy Gilmore. Poker Watcher 33 saying he don't give a blankety blank.
Thank you, bro.
As Dunaway gives another 1.5 to the pot with ace jack to defend here.
Oh, action flop. Top tops for Dunaway. Middle pair in the hearts working for Hallaert.
Like, I'm probably 200 years old.
Seatbelt sign has been illuminated.
44. Poker year is to about 200. Hey, you look like shit. I know. It's all the stress you guys give me. I I live stress-free.
Ace of hearts on the turn. Hallaert making the flush as neither party bet. And this is a real issue for Dunaway now. Top two.
And he's walking right into it.
Hallaert with so much hand here, facing 3 million. No need to announce ourselves.
Well, announcing ourselves does just get more chips in the pot to potentially close to double. Often we have hands good enough that want to just raise. We sort of build a strategy around that. I would think just raise right now, especially when Dunaway kind of leads on our card. Usually that's somewhat value driven. It doesn't have to be. But for the big blind to lead into the under the gun player on the ace, I really like this raise from Hallaert. And for Dunaway with clean outs, top two, it doesn't seem so easy to get away just yet.
But with king, queen, and hearts, sort of the hands we're concerned about, maybe some 10-10, unclear. Dunaway's not going to be eager to do anything more than call here, right?
Right. The choice is very much call or hero fold, to put it lightly. He does go for call. 26.2 in the middle. Can Kenny avoid the ace or jack?
Moments away from finding out.
Hallaert is right back in the mix. Had the chip lead for quite a while, sort of dipped down, but at least 26.2 is going his way, and perhaps a lot more.
This one isn't over. Further damage is contingent upon Hallaert's size selection.
And it's interesting for Dunaway. Kenny does have some really natural bluffs. 9-9 with a heart and 8-8 with a heart are both hands that would probably check flop quite a lot and could feel compelled to bluff. Outside of those, which is 6 respective hands in total, there are the flushes and maybe king of hearts, queen, or a king queen with a heart. What is that there, Ali?
17 million.
There's your answer. The dealer declares it 17.5. Man, if you're in Dunaway's seat now and you're desperately looking for the hands that the aces and jacks beat, what are you narrowing it down to that makes sense?
Well, as I said, the 8s and the 9s with a heart, maybe even 6s with a heart. I think those are really the bluffs for Kenny. King of hearts, 10. Does he open that under the gun 6? Maybe sometimes. And he gets paid off. Hallaert slides close to regaining the chip lead. What a huge pickup for Kenny Hallaert.
Perhaps the most significant exchange of chips that we've seen, certainly when it comes to Kenny Hallaert on the day. 5 million south of Braxton Dunaway.
Definitely the most significant exchange of chips, just in a sort of normal hand of poker, not an all-in or what have you.
It's bad.
It's in for the min. Hallaert with 2 4s.
He might just send it.
We could see it.
If he thinks that McGinney has raised folds on the button. Yeah, max pressure. Here we go.
Do see it, and here we go. McGinney all into that wrist.
Ace queen for the short stack, fours for the covering stack.
With the ace queen suited against 2 4s.
We want fours to win.
Ace, queen, fours. Ready?
Als vrouw.
Well, that group behind Jared will go absolutely nuts if he wins this flip.
I think he's got a bigger rail here than Mizrachi does McGinney.
So if Hallaert loses, he stacks pretty good.
Scott Stewart in the background.
Not the worst. 2 regs going in.
His girlfriend Elise on the rail as well. Comes 6-3 deuce with 1 diamond. So far, so good for Hallaert.
There's also just a couple eliminators, 4 or 5. You'd have, I guess, the straight outs.
Diamond. Diamond.
Turn is the 8 of hearts. That limits McGinney to 6 outs. 3 of them are live, as you see on the top of your screen.
In a few hours, they're going to mix it up by accident after they're drinking.
Needs an ace or a queen to avoid elimination in 8th. And the river is a 10. And that does it for Jared McGinney. Just kind of hung around throughout these last couple days and most certainly earned himself $1.25 million. Oh, there we go, Brent. Hendricks deuces on the button.
Oh, awful laydown.
Marchette's the ace-10 suited. 20 bigs.
Can't just limp the
Small
button
blind.
one time. You know, just one blind. Just call. No.
Grinder called a 3-bet with deuces earlier. He's now the chip leader. Just saying.
Great point. As Hallaert looks down at 2 6s in the big blind. Again, Marchette's starting the hand a little less than 20 bigs. These are 2 hands perhaps worthy of doing battle in this specific scenario. Hallaert does jam.
Yeah, and this hand might be too good. I think it has to call. I think ace-10 suited is a call. She knows it. She's gathering herself.
And she makes the call.
As 10 de corazones. As 10 de corazones. Me ha hecho push directo. ¿Contra qué? ¿Contra qué? Contra 6. As 10 de corazones.
Ace 10 of hearts against 6s. Marchette's goes to a rail like she's been doing. Can hardly watch.
Bien, 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 bien jugado, bien jugado. Cae, 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 caelas. Caelas. Corazón. Ha salido el 6, ¿no? No, 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 no ha salido, tranquila. No ha salido nada todavía. Tranquila, cae, cae, corazón, cae.
One of the most significant flips that we've seen in World Series of Poker main event history.
Rey dama Jota. Corazón, corazón, corazón. As, 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 as.
Jack of hearts, 7-5, 3 to the royal. For now, Marchette looks for an ace or 10.
Queen of hearts.
That would be a fun one. The turn is the ace.
Oh, but it's a spade.
Of spades. Not over yet. Hallaert looks for the 6 or the spade to eliminate Leo Margette's. River card is a spade. Oh.
significativo, no lo había visto, tío.
No pasa nada, Leo, lo has hecho súper, ¿eh? Eres la campeona, eres la número 1, eres la mejor.
Oh, the air's taken out of the room as the well-deserved round of applause starts to come in for Leo Margetts.
Queen Jack now for the grinder.
Raise to 4 million.
Min raise. Boyevich with the dirty diaper. Hallaert with King 10.
4 million, right?
4.
It's a hard spot for Kenny playability-wise. Being in second against the big chip leader, especially the grinder. But of course, we're defending King 10.
Taking his time before paying the price of admission, which yields fruit. King, Jack, deuce. Top pair against second pair, poised to take a bite out of the grinder, which has been a difficult man to chomp down on the day. He's been doling out more bite marks than he's been issued.
That is 4.3.
And now he doles out a C-bet. 4.3. Kenny coming with the call. Another 8.6. Flows into the purse.
A little bit interesting. Might the grinder want to sort of merge this second pair?
Check.
Checking back feels very normal, but a bet might garner some value from a slightly worse jack and might even confuse something like King 6. Remember, it's not just this clip Kenny has to worry about. Ideas of grinder blasting off on the river are alarming, but we would think with the king and the 10, we have to fight on once more.
$12.6. Things getting a bit more serious.
And these sorts of ideas in No Limit are always interesting. This isn't a straight value bet. It's a lot more complicated than that.
You know, oftentimes when the action is not on us, we don't find players looking over at the person upon whom the decision lies, but rather disengaging and sort of allowing the person upon whom the decision is to look. But you see grinder just eyes darting over.
Some of it's a little bit stylistic, and it does just come right home for Mike.
Very stylish 7 of diamonds on the end.
He's about to cross the 300 mil mark.
Top pair flushed right down the tubes. Oh. And hang on.
I don't think Kenny is ever doing anything but check. However, I did see that jockeying of the chips.
Ultimately, as you suspected, He does check it over, and value, of course.
And you know, some of the grabbing the chips might be to freeze the grinder occasionally or to feign that he was considering leading.
Good luck with that.
Agree, but, you know, Hallaert is here as well, 5 left. We can see it won't work this time, but might the idea have been to deter grinder occasionally with air. 50 million will be garnering a fold in short order.
One never knows to what extent future game horticulture is on Kenny's mind as he plants the seeds, but he's going to plant that king right into the bin. And that's going to plant Mizrachi right up to almost 300 million in chips.
We saw Hallaert unafraid with the ace-queen off. How does he want to play this king-jack suited?
It would be quite remarkable if this fictitious character, or perhaps not so fictitious character that we've conjured up on Grinder's rail, began to provide advice in situations like this.
That guy ain't fictitious, pal.
Do the right thing, Kenny. Don't be stupid.
It's 3-bet now. I'll see you later, Kenny. I'm just saying, brother. Oh, Dunaway in as well.
A big pot this one. Feel it.
And
Grinder declares he feels a big pot.
Somebody's busting.
oh. Prophesizing is Grindstradamus. King 10 tray. Top pair for Hallaert, second pair for Mizrachi. Doesn't seem like sufficient ingredients as it stands for someone to be sent packing with 14 million in the middle. There's the follow through. 5.5.
No road forward for Kenny, really, other than call. Don't like to speak in absolutes, but
He concurs. Dunaway's departure, a formality.
oh dear.
Lady in black on the turn, dressing Mizrachi with the best hand.
And you know, we would imagine Mike pursues further value, but Kenny's range is alarming and has all sorts of big time coverage on this board. It isn't as if Kenny has that much King X, but he can have Queen Jack, Ace Queen, this one. And if we're Mike, we're trying to get more chips in right now, I do believe. And for Kenny, obviously nowhere to go but continue once more. Big pot here.
Believe mom and pop on the rail. Is it perhaps just efforting exactly who the presences are, as Mizrachi's effort is to the tune of 21.5 million. For Hallaert, the exit is not the option, and obviously the raise would seem reckless.
This is quite difficult. I would go for the call. I think it's clear but maybe there are ideas that this sort of hand can just kind of rip or aggress beyond call. But he is going for the standard, let's call it 68 million in the middle. Grinder a 2-1 favorite.
The 4 is of zero concern.
I'll tell you what, Ali. This sometimes could be the end of Kenny Hallaert. It feels crazy to think that, but imagine how many hands Grinder is playing. And if you're in Kenny's seat, he can have so many bluffs from which to choose from. Note he sighs and looks back at his cards. It's really interesting watching him just kind of do his thing.
You think that's deliberate?
No. Not deliberate. I think he's just so free out there. He goes for 60 into 68, and I think this is going to take a little while. 60. But nobody would be surprised to see Hallaert hero this off. Grinder kind of running away with this thing, Ali.
Well, Kenny's going to do a little math and determine if he clicks call and is wrong, as we can see he will be. Would be, rather. How much would he have left? And he is not in a rush to make his mind up here. This not making the decision any easier,
No,
Nick.
Matters complicated further. And he picked an annoying size for Kenny. If he calls and he's wrong, he still has 24. Boyevich 16. He does pay it off. He hears the bad news, Ali. Oh my. Well, the Grinder last night.
Was that a bottle of tequila?
I think it was a bottle of tequila. In response to Platt, who said, what's it going to take to win tomorrow? He gave one of the most iconic answers ever. About an hour. So let's see. Ace queen off for Kenny. All in forthcoming.
The only place to go is forward with the full 19 million. The modest clip unloaded. Queen tray in the bin, king 7 as well. Wozniak takes a peek.
Sorry.
Before mucking it, king jack of diamonds for the Grinder, Nick.
Good luck, gentlemen.
This is hand number 1, and we've already got an all-in and a call.
Diamonds, ace queen. King jack of diamonds. As vrouw. Koning boer uit.
Cabas vrouw.
Has ace king. We need a king or a jack.
I don't think it comes as a surprise, just given the presence of the Grinder and sort of the speediness with which we got down here, that we're picking up where we left off. Grinder behind roughly 3-2. And that's where he stays on a 10-5-4 all spade board.
I'm good at this part. It's probably gonna come a queen.
Hallert's advantage ascends. Needs to hold. Oh, and a jack! Now, it will take an ace, a king, or a queen for Hallaert to keep on trucking here at this FT. Otherwise, he's out in hand 1, and that'll do it.
Legendary run, Kenny. One of the greatest main event resumes ever, Ali. And that will do it. $3 million
Kenny.
Fourth place finish.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah.